So last week of February, and I'm cutting wood for scions to send to some people who've requested it. Now, I don't think the timing is an absolute precise art, but you want to cut it while the wood is still deeply dormant, but not too late. If you cut it much too early, the wood has longer to dehydrate. If you cut it too late, it's already moving, and that's not good. Okay, so we're going to cut pencils of scion wood. Here's a pencil, okay? And the first important thing to do is make sure that you know that you are sure that the variety is what it's supposed to be, otherwise there's a mistake. Now I've written that in with a pencil, not pen. Just going to lick that. Okay, you see I can't, I'm going to a bit of spit on that. Okay, it stayed fairly sound, but this is, we're going to take these home when I've cut them, but that's just the first point to make. Label correctly, put it in a bag. Now I'm going to cut some pencils. I'm looking for long straight growths of last year's wood. Now obviously you don't want to do your pruning first and then go looking for scion wood, otherwise you'll be very disappointed. Here we are, here's a nice piece, and like I said, you know, you want it about the size and the shape of a pencil, alright? That's what we call them, pencils of scion wood. A little bit longer if necessary. This is too long. I'm going to cut this in half. No, I'm going to make a cut just behind a bud, not too close to the bud, slanting it. Okay, put those in there, and get a few more down. Obviously make the pruning cut at an appropriate place. There isn't always very good wood. You know, if you know that you're going to be doing this, then the tree that you may want to collect some pencils of scion wood from, you may prefer to cut that tree back hard the previous year, so we'll send some strong growth. Because some years you go looking, I mean look, you've got this for example, this is 2011 wood, obviously it's now 2012, that's 2011 wood. You could graft from that, but it's not much, is there? This is the 2010 wood, which is festooned with fruit buds, which is exactly what you want, but not for pruning. Not for grafting. Just down to the ground, just going to cut these. There are some friends I'm fulfilling an order for. Again, if you have not already, if I haven't already promised to send you any scion wood this year, please don't. To cut that's a bit short, a bit long rather. Please don't now request any, because I'm not going to be able to do it. But anyone I did make a promise to, I'm cutting the wood now. Some of this is a little bit green, a little bit of algae on it maybe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this home. It's Friday today. I've got some work to do tomorrow, and then well, I better not say what I'm going to do on Sunday in case it offends anybody. Yeah, anyway, so I'm going to take this home. I'm going to wash this in mild solution of bleach, just to kill any germs, because I don't want to transfer any germs. And then I'm going to wrap these scion wood up. I'm going to individually label it and put it in plastic bags. I'm going to individually label every plastic bag, wrap it up in some wet newspaper, wrap that up in a plastic bag, wrap that up in another plastic bag, and then send it by express post. And when you get your scion wood, put it in the fridge, somewhere cool. If you haven't got room in the fridge, put it in a wet sack out of doors, and then graft it once growth has begun. Don't graft it now, because the union between the stock and the scion cannot begin to take place until the stock is moving, until sap is rising, pushing out leaves. Since I've been grafting on and off for sort of 15 years or so, I've had the greatest success by far, by a very big margin, since I started cutting the pencils of scion wood in deep dormancy, late winter, February, early March maybe, no later than, you know, the third week of March probably. If you wait till you see buds swelling and shoots coming, you've left it too late. Cut the wood, store it damp, not frozen, store it damp and cool, and then graft it when you see the new leaves emerging. Because if you cut and graft it now, then you've just got two actively growing surfaces sitting next to each other, and you get a bit of dehydration, get a bit of germs get in between there, and it's not going to make it.
Steve, can you please explain what you mean by bleach that you're going to treat
Bleach,
the
yeah.
wood?
A weak solution of sodium bisulfite. Is it metabisulfite?
The sort of thing that you'd use for wine making equipment,
Yeah.
or maybe for babies' bottles, Milton.
Yeah, not a strong solution. Yeah, just about 1 teaspoonful of it's potassium bisulfite, isn't it? But, yeah, bisulfite, the sort of stuff that you use for sterilising fluid. 1 spoonful of it in a litre. That's 1 teaspoonful in a litre. Weak solution. Just a little quick wash. Obviously, careful not to damage the buds, just to get rid of any algae, because I don't want to transfer any bugs from here to anywhere else. And by the way, I don't sell this. I give it away to friends who've asked for it, just as I would if they came to my orchard. That isn't because I'm such a sweet guy necessarily, but it's because if I ask money for this, then I get into a world of obligations and guarantees and comebacks. Whereas if I give it away in good faith, just with something to cover the postage, then it's just an interaction between friends.